we're gonna do a bourbon orange chicken with a cornbread topper out of a skillet. Now we're gonna make our very own barbecue sauce here, and heads up, you can keep this barbecue sauce refrigerated, you know, a couple weeks, I'd say, in an airtight container, so you might wanna make a double batch because it's just that good. Now in here, we've got a couple of medium red onions, or you can use one of those real big softball-sized red onions. Chop that up, cook it up in a little bit of EVOO, and add a ton of garlic and some salt and pepper. And let go till it gets nice and sweet and starts to caramelize up and give off its sugars, just like it is right here. At this stage, we're gonna spice it up with smoked sweet paprika. And I'm gonna use about 4 teaspoons, or about a tablespoon and a half. So that's a palmful, and then half again. Little tomato paste, a few tablespoons of that. I love the tomato paste in a tube, guys. Look for this at the store, because the leftover, if you only use a couple tablespoons of paste, you don't have to transfer it out of the little can. You can just leave it right in the tube, screw the top back on, put it on your refrigerator door, you're good to go. Flip that around. You wanna cook the tomato paste out a little bit first. Then you're gonna hit it with some heat. I like things spicy, so I'm gonna use a few tablespoons of hot sauce in there. You could use a few teaspoons if you don't like it hot. However much you like. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And I just eyeball it. Then a few tablespoons of brown sugar. And I put a lot of black pepper in there when I seasoned it up as well. And add some stock. When you add the stock, pick up all that great color and flavor from the bottom of the pan. Let it just thicken up a little bit, guys, because it'll continue to cook up a little bit in the oven. So get yourself a nice big skillet, and then you can use a combination of boneless, skinless, all white or all dark, or a combo of the two. I've got a combo here of boneless, skinless thighs and boneless, skinless breast. You cut it into kind of big bite-sized chunks, and I filled this skillet with about 2.5 pounds of meat. So look for 2 packages, they're about 1.25 pounds each, or one of those big family size packs. And then you just scatter the meat around once you get it evenly browned all over, so you've got a nice even layer of it. Take your thickened sauce. It just takes a few minutes to get it to this point here, guys. It's not like it has to cook all day. You pour that down over the top. Now you're gonna add the orange part, of course. Lots of orange zest. I would put the juice in actually over here with all your liquids. It was already in that guy back there, so I'm just gonna add in a bunch of the zest here. It just smells so good and fragrant. Now at this point, we're gonna add the bourbon to the recipe, and this is equally delicious without the bourbon. You wanna make it without the liquor, that's perfectly fine. Here's what we're gonna do. To flame this, I'm gonna pull it off the heat. We're gonna add our bourbon to a separate cup, about 1/3 cup. Then we're gonna put the screw cap back on the bottle. This is the safest way possible to flame this. You're gonna pour that in there. Heads up, when you're ready to flame this, keep a cookie sheet or something you can smother the flame with if it doesn't go down for you. You know, if it's still burning like 2 minutes later, go ahead and put a lid on it. But he's good to go. He's just gently flaming away there. Now I can carefully pop this back onto the stove. All set. Now down here, this is what's gonna go up on top. Let me just road map this for you. 2 boxes, whatever brand you like, of corn muffin mix. And this is just pre-measured ingredients. They're all natural ingredients, a lot of great brands out there. Then you're gonna follow the directions on the box. In this case, it's 1/3 cup of milk is added for each box, and 1 egg. So I'm gonna add 2/3 cup of milk and 2 eggs to this, and then I'm gonna add in some green onions and cheese, cover the top of the skillet, and pop it in the oven, and I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. So guys, this is the bourbon barbecue orange chicken with the cornbread top, and look at it when it comes out. Look how gorgeous that is.